Hello, Dumaguete.
Hello, Negros Oriental.
Hello, Sillimanians around the world.
This is Joshua Soldivillo.
And this is Ronelyn Vailoces-No.
You're watching
Silliman.
Good evening, everyone. This is a magazine program that talks about different aspects of Silliman University, a program initiated to discuss matters concerning the campus by the sea. You are watching #Silliman. Hi, dear Sillimanians and old friends. Welcome to #Silliman, and thank you for tuning with us. And without further ado, let's now keep the ball rolling, and let me introduce our guests for tonight. They are really the campus by the sea. They are from the College of Engineering and Design. And of course, let me start with the introduction of their very own Dean, Engineer Klint Austero. Hello, Engineer, and welcome to #Silliman.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And with Engineer Klint, we have here a computer engineering student, Shean Benedict Arbon. Hello, Shean.
Thank you for having me. Yes, it's a pleasure. You may call me Ben.
All right. And we also have here another Shean from the Electrical Engineering Department, Shean Hernando. Hello, Shean, and welcome to #Silliman.
Hello, thank you very much. Kisa ragoy nagtanaw ani nga kuan karon?
I don't know. You say hi. Do you want to say hi to a particular person?
Wala.
You shout out?
Mag-hi ra ko sa tanan nga nagtanaw dira karon and enjoy mo.
They enjoy. So we're really going to enjoy, because my first question is it true that engineering students and perhaps faculty are matinik sa mga babae? Is that true?
How about you, sir? What do you think?
Yes, of course.
I want to hear from their side
I
first.
will.
Okay, sige.
Sige. I guess to go first, obviously it's a stereotype, no? And
Yes.
just because it's a stereotype doesn't mean it's real. Albeit, it depends on the person. Kasi speaking for myself, although I have a lot of friends that are both male and female, I respect them equally as people. No, so even though engineering student ko, I don't, I guess, conform to those stereotypes. Kasi again, these are just labels that you put on a person. I believe engineering students are deeper than that.
All right, so it's not true.
Yes.
All right. How about you, Shean?
Same sad, actually nagdepend yun na sa usa ka tawo yun kay. Bisan pag butang nimo nga moana ka nga kani siya nga college home of the green flags. Pero that does not diminish the fact nga naagihapoy mga tawo nga ingon ana
Red
present
flags.
dira. So as a college nga gilabel as ingon ana home of red flags, it does not diminish the fact nga there are still good people like us that exist.
So you're a green forest, ganon. You're a forest.
Dili ko makaingon gyud na ingon green, pero
So,
I'm
unsa
a
man
man.
jud?
I'm a man who is working hard to become the best version of me. So dili po ko maingon na green flag gyud ko kay kabalo man ko nga naagihapon ko yung mga flaws. But the good news is I'm always working on it.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Sean. No? Let's, kidding aside, let me ask this serious question. What's unique about the engineering program at Silliman University, Dean?
Yeah. In Silliman University, actually, we follow, of course, there's a standard now,
Yes.
because engineering is it follows a stricter standard compared to other non-technical courses. So we follow specific standards. But aside from that, what makes the Silliman University College of Engineering and Design unique from other colleges or from other schools is that we practice whole person education. We embed in our curriculum character building. We embed the church in our curriculum. We want to build the character first rather than the skills.
Right.
So that is, I think, the most important part in Silliman University College of Engineering. That makes us different from other.
So it's really tatak Silliman that you're not just, training them to become the best engineers in the
Correct.
field, but also better people in different aspects of life. Right?
Then the name of engineer has been tarnished for the few years from now. But we want to put it back to a more
Dignified.
dignified position. And to do that, we need to culture first the character rather than the skills. So that's what we are intending to do here in the College of Engineering and Design.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding us that, and thank you for saying that, Dean. Now, I'd like to ask the students here, how does a typical day look like for a perhaps computer engineering student?
All right, so day in the life of a computer engineering student.
It's very...
So I guess based on my schedule, I wake up around 6 or 7 in the morning.
6.
Yeah, it is true. It's around that time. And then it's either I wash my face, I guess do a quick shower, no? And then I travel to school from Sibulan. It's a bit traffic around these parts. That's why I try my best to become early, although, you know, dili dyan malikayan ang traffic here in Dumaguete. So I do arrive a little bit late. But after which, I just attend class as usual. My professor of the mornings, of my morning classes usually is Sir Diputado. He's a very core faculty in the computer engineering department. Then in the afternoon, I met with Ma'am Villarreal, another key faculty in the computer engineering department. And then I also attend GE6. It's just a general education by Sir Vargas, no? Just to, because, you know, even though engineers ka, you still have to engage with the creative side of college, no? And so I'm really grateful for Silliman University to give me that balance of technical skills, but also creative skills.
Yeah, thank you very much for that very animated answer, no, Ben. How about Sean? What does your typical day look like as an electrical engineering student?
Unsa ni dapat like in most sa engineering or sa ako ang case?
Sa imuhang case
Ay,
ka.
sa ako ang case, for my case, it's different because others, they go to school, then after ana, study. For my case, it's different.
Yeah.
Kay murag balance dapat. So, when I wake up in the morning, wash my face, go to school, during break times, mag-enjoy gid ko. So, masuri ko and eat out with my friends. And when I get home, I do what I love, such as, play my violin or sometimes, magdoom scrolling kamay. Pero if it's too much na, kuan na pod, back to studying. Yeah, back to regular programming. And, kuan sad, dili gid na mawala ang inom-inom gamay. Naagid na. So, balance.
Okay.
Because for me, it's very important kay...
Ang mo inom?
Ang naay balance.
Og
tubig, yes. It's very important to have balance because you can win the world but lose yourself.
Yeah.
So, dapat naay balance.
You should not lose yourself in the process, of course. No, tinuod na yun yung mga answer ni Sean. Thank you very much for that, Sean. Now, I'd like to ask Dean about the programs here. We have computer engineering and electrical engineering. What are the other programs that you have in the college, and how different are these programs from each other? You know, there's a lot of questions, no?
In the College of Engineering, it started with the core 3 disciplines, which is the mechanical, electrical, and civil engineering. Then later on, we added the computer engineering, and it was attached to the electrical engineering. Later on, after the newest member of the college is the architecture. That's why we changed the name. Instead of just College of Engineering, it became College of Engineering and Design. So there's now the design element there. The other programs that we have in the college is that we also have a master's degree. This is a pathway or another pathway for young engineers who wish to go to the academic side. No? So if their calling is not into the industry, they have options to go into the academics. So we have there the master's in engineering. So they can join there, then afterwards, maybe they can be absorbed here in Silliman University to teach, to do research, to find solutions, to innovate, and to do other things academically. So this is another pathway for young engineers to look into their calling. No?
Yes.
Because it's very hard to look, especially in the administration, in the College of Engineering, it's very hard to look for faculties who are into the teaching side.
Yes.
So that is the challenge now here in our college, to look for faculties who are very committed in sharing their knowledge. So we are hoping that there will be more young engineers who wish to go into the academics, and maybe that's their path.
Yeah. So in summary, Dean, we have computer engineering, electrical engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and
We have the
architect for the design. Thing. And of course, you offer a master's degree.
program.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much for that, Dean. Let's first take a short break, and when we come back, let me ask you, why did you choose your courses, no? And you are what level?
I'm third year.
Third year and
Fourth year.
so almost graduating now.
Yes.
So perhaps na may mga identity crisis as you mentioned. No, but kidding aside, let's talk about why did you choose your courses. And of course, let's talk more about the program, Dean, and what does it take to become an engineer. All of those when #Silliman returns.
Welcome to Silliman University.
Come and explore the campus by the sea here in the heart of the city. From an industrial school with 15 boys
To a university campus with more than 10,000 students, Silliman University stands today as one of the leading Christian institutions in the country.
Continuing to write stories over a century later.
So, why Silliman?
Because here, everyone has a place.
Because here, community ignites spirit.
because here we embrace academic excellence, inclusivity and diversity, justice with compassion, and a care for the environment, a total holistic development.
Because here, each one tells a story.
Kay diri sa Silliman.
Dahil dito sa Silliman,
以安娜、胡娜、非西利曼，
因为在Silliman.
なぜならシリマンでは
Victory ni Silliman,
Karena di Silliman,
Because here in Silliman,
we are home. So come, start your story with us.
And now we're back. Thank you for staying with us. Still, we have here Dean, Austero, and we have here Ben
Yes.
and Shean. Before we took a short break, I asked you the question, why did you choose computer engineering in the first place? And of course, electrical engineering. So Ben.
All right, so to start now, I guess let's go all the way back to my childhood.
So mahaba-habang usapan to kasi childhood.
Not too
Just
much,
make it
but
short.
like, I guess you could say when it really started was when I received my first Wii. If you are knowledgeable with the Nintendo Wii, I've also received a PlayStation Portable back then, and that I received it from my tita. Her name is Tita Kathy. If you're watching this, hello. But really, that's when I started being interested in the technology because this is a tool, but also a way to kind of entertain yourself. Because I was really intrigued with technology and how you can get pictures moving now. So as I was developing my, while I was thinking of what course I'd like to take, I was also very observant of the current, job market. And so when I found out that Silliman University, my alma mater for my mom, my lolo, and my relatives, when I found out that they also have a course for computer engineering, I was like, oh, okay, this is fascinating because as a Gen Z, I grew up with a lot of technology, and I guess my curiosity for technology, I want to satiated that. Kasi, it's just a really interesting way. Kasi, how can you fathom such a tiny little, let's say, microchip or like a microprocessor able to do very powerful things like computing, processing, putting images on a phone, like mura kag dalag TV sa imong pocket, no? And so that's what really intrigued me to pursue computer engineering.
So in short, your curiosity led you to
Yes.
pursue computer engineering as a course. How about you, Shean?
For my case, sige, manundog lang ko ni answer ni Ben nga ni Duel sa iyang pagkauna. Back when I was a child, I really wanted to be a pilot. Pero, kuya kay Grason, kabalong ang ngano nga ganahan ko mag-pilot.
Well, of course, wala may kabalo.
Kay nindot. Kay nindot og uniform.
Okay.
Maura na yung reason and I got to travel. So, maura to. Not that deep, right?
Yeah.
However, when time came for me to choose a course, I realized something. Anak ko, I need a deeper reason wherein when I choose my course, dapat it's deep enough. Because when things get hard, there is no easy course out there, magyud. That's the truth. When it gets hard, you should always go back to the reason as to why you started. So if my reason nga mo choose kog pilot kay nindot og uniform, when it gets hard, wa na makalis jud ko.
Yes.
So
That's
because
true.
the roots are not that deep. So if na storm, wala na. So I realized na, I'm a person who is imaginative. And I also came to realize that in electrical engineering, it's a very unique course because you're dealing with something that is not tangible. You cannot say nga, agay, 230 volts, jud siya bay. Pwede na nimo ni i-energize, pwede na ka magsaksak og appliances, ma'am. So, knowing that nature of electrical engineering, I was intrigued. Anak ko nga, so this course has a lot of mathematical theories in it. And me being imaginative, mo fit in jud ko diri.
Yeah.
And I found meaning in doing it. So, because of me finding essence in doing it, meaning ni follow na siya and everything else followed.
Alright.
So I chose it because I love electrical engineering.
Okay. First it was curiosity, then you learned to love
Yes.
the course. Now, you mentioned a lot of characteristics or things that you must possess to thrive in that field. Imaginative, curious. Now, I'd like to ask Dean, what are the other characteristics that one must embody or possess to become an effective and efficient engineer?
Yeah, I think that's the most critical question. Before you enter College of Engineering, what does it take to be an engineer? So I think the direct answer to that is you must be a critical thinker at first. No? Because skills can be taught, but having the ability to critically think, it takes generations to make it a habit, no? To learn to love that, or to think beyond that specific solution, that specific situation. So first, I think to be a critical thinker, you need to have that skill. The second is, and I know that when you enter College of Engineering, you need to learn to love math.
Math. All right.
Yeah. So if you are senior high school, if you really love math, then it's already there.
Yes.
No? But the next step is take note that the math becomes harder, and I hope you still love math after that. No? Because once you discover that math is hard, the love will be gone. So learn to love math. And once you love math, not just because of you know how to solve, but because you love to solve. You are a problem solver. So you are a critical thinker, you are a problem solver, and the next thing is that you are persevering. Because engineering is very hard.
Yes.
Nobody, if it is easy, then everybody will take engineering.
Yes, that's true.
So engineering is very hard, difficult to go into, but the reward there is big. So I hope that students will go into engineering not because they have friends in engineering, but because this is the career that they want to go into. This is what they love.
This is what they love, and this is the career that they kept on choosing. Despite everything, despite the hardships. No, so it was problem solver, critical thinker, and has perseverance. Now we talked about those characteristics. Now I'd like you to ask Dean, when a student has those characteristics, how do you prepare them to be ready for the real world problems, perhaps?
In the College of Engineering, usually we don't. This is some sort of a shocker to senior high school. Is that in senior high school we tend to hold the student up. No, we care enough. But here in the college, there's no more hand holding.
There's no more spoon feeding.
There's no more spoon feeding. We are going to teach you of all the things that you know, but it's up to you whether you take that information or to take that knowledge. So it's either you chew it and swallow it, or you spit it out. So it's really up to you. So that's the thing that you need to do.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Dean. Now, for the students, I'd like to ask what are the most exciting and, of course, the most challenging part of being an engineering student? Yes, Ben?
Okay, so I guess for a computer engineering student, one of the more exciting things actually is, first of all, I'll give you some background. CP and EE are like siblings, kumbaga, in terms of department. Kasi both of us, we work with electronics. And in my opinion, that's the most exciting part. To give you some insight, I currently have an Arduino Uno. If you're familiar with that, it's just a mini, kumbaga, computer that allows you to do things like light up an LED. And I've been having fun tinkering around with it. Kasi as my department mate, I guess, as Sean said, na you deal with things that you can't see, with electricity. But with electronics, you're able to use your imagination to make visible things, like for example, lighting up an LED. Sure, you don't see the electricity, but you can see the LED lighting up. That's the interesting part about being a computer engineer, is because you're able to create stuff like IR sensing robots, like they follow lines, kumbaga, and you basically create life out of objects, And that's, for me, the most interesting part of being a computer engineer.
All right. How about the most challenging?
The most challenging, I guess, in a way, those processes that make it interesting also becomes challenging because, again, with what my dean said, you still have to problem solve, and that's arguably one of the most challenging things you can do as an engineering student in general, because when you problem solve, you really have to think outside the box. And that's one of the key ways to kind of develop a solution around the problem that you have. And I believe, although it is very challenging, if you curate it to where you enjoy that process, I believe that even though lisod kay siya, you're having a hard time, but when you enjoy that, when you enjoy that process, it makes that challenging part that much more bearable, and that, it makes that much more fun, kumbaga, to think.
Rewarding at the
exactly.
end. No? Right. How about you, Shean? What's the most exciting and, of course, challenging part of being an engineering student?
Okay, so mo start ta sa challenge kuno. So, as I've mentioned earlier, you're dealing with something that you cannot see. So, just like here, kanang, diba, have you ever been to a place for the first time?
Yes, of course.
Yes. So, when it's your first time there, like, masaag jud ka. Like, mo na ka nga, asa naman ni dapita nga, giunsa man to nila pag-agi, pag-abot dito.
Yeah.
Like that. So, same concept in engineering. There are new theories that are introduced to you, and it is your first time to encounter it. And that's the challenging part, adjusting to it. Kay sa una, plus, minus, divide. Here comes na anay mga derivatives, integral mga signs. Unsa man ni ay? So, it's like that, good. It's like that. But, again, to our audience watching there, we should always remember that all of those complex analysis that we do will always go back to the basic concepts. So, I'll give you an example. Multiplication. Multiplication is just rapid addition.
Right.
Division is just rapid subtraction. So, dili ka angay mahadlok ana if kabalo ka sa basics. Pero, when it's your first time seeing it, it's very challenging to adjust to it.
Yeah. Fear of the unknown, of course.
Yes. We always fear what we do not know.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, moving on to our exciting na nga mga part, it's where you can see what you are solving. So, even if you cannot see electricity, makakuan makana sa inyong mga simulations. Here's what happens, gidi ay. Tinuod gidi ay. And then, you can simulate it through katong mga nagyud may machines dito jud, like mga motors, and you can really see nga, okay, so if imo siyang iingon ani, musaka yung voltage, muhinay. So, when you get to see what you are solving, dili na papel, you get amazed jud kay. Wow. Mao din ni siya.
Mao jud.
Yeah, no, upon listening to Shean, it seems like I am listening to a professor. You might want to consider enrolling to master's degree once you finish your electrical engineering degree. Well, I really enjoyed this conversation, but we're running out of time. But before I let you go, I'd like to ask Dean, is the College of Engineering and Design, like the programs that you offer, strand-specific? Do you just accept from the STEAM strand, or are you welcoming other strands also?
Usually it's usually STEAM.
Yes.
But if there are ways to if you really love mathematics, we have an entrance exam. We can re-evaluate you. Other students are welcome to the program, but we still need to evaluate you because the program is very hard, difficult. Then we don't want to let you be frustrated when you enter the program that you cannot achieve that. So,
all right. And for those who might be interested to enroll at the College of Engineering and Design, what are the numbers to dial, and of course the email, or do you have a Facebook account that we can visit to? Yes.
So we have our Facebook accounts, and I think it will be displayed in the screen. So you just call our secretary, our lovely secretary there, and we will provide you with all of the informations needed, requirements needed. Aside from other, I think the most critical thing that you need to do, because our college has an entrance exam. So just prepare yourself. Just learn if you're a fresh grad from senior high, just look into your basic algebra and those different subjects. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Dean, Ben, and Sean. You know, and for those of you who are watching, you might be interested to enroll at the College of Engineering and Design. You know, as what Sean said, you may be lost for a while, no, but at least you can always find your way back, and who knows, you will find yourself here at the college. Thank you very much for watching, and to God be the glory. Hello there, Sillimanians. Thank you very much for watching #Silliman. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this particular episode. And we have a Facebook account that is #Silliman. We are also on YouTube, and we will almost hit the 1,000 subscribers or likes, so please do. And of course, follow us on YouTube. That is still #Silliman. And please click the notification bell to get more updates. And you can also see us at Channel 6 Phil Products every Monday at 8 p.m. And replays will be shown every Tuesday before the noontime news and every Saturday after the noontime news. On behalf of Joshua Soldivillo, this has been Ronelyn Faith Vailoces-No. See you next week, only here on
#Silliman.
Enroll as Engineering.